All right, dope. We're live. What's going on, everybody? Awesome. You already know what it is. Nooner Nation, podcast for Nooners, by Nooners. And if you didn't know that already, I guess now you know. So I always forget about that maybe there might be somebody new listening. We're watching. So again, before we get on this, everybody, if you've been listening to podcasts of any kind for any amount of time, you know the drill. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Rate and review on iTunes. I don't even care. I say it all the time. I don't really care what the review says. My typical go-to is I sound like Tiger Woods with a sinus infection. So if you want to bitch about that on there, go ahead. As long as it's just a review. And then Spotify, just click the 5-star and go away. Go back to the iTunes Elite where people listen to podcasts more regularly. So, speaking of sinus infections, I'm actually coming down from one.
Dude,
guys,
everybody's
got something going.
Cedar fever right now with you guys, right?
It's a thing,
yeah,
for real.
Seriously, that's why I sound like I smoke 2 packs of cigarettes right now.
Well,
I smoke and I still
the cigarettes don't help either, Beth. So
I don't really smoke. That's why I say I just sound like I smoke. I only smoke if I get drunk.
Yeah, that's what.
Like a lot.
That's about how I am. That's probably how I think a lot of reformed smokers are, I guess.
Exactly.
But like, I was never even a big smoker per se.
Me neither.
Like in high school, I smoked because it was like the cool thing to do.
Yeah,
and even then,
we had a smoking section in my high school.
See, mine was college because both of my roommates smoked, and so I would get stressed out or drunk.
That's how old
and I'd be like,
am.
"Give me a cigarette."
Yeah. So I mean, even in high school, I was smoking probably like at the most. I was probably like a pack a day smoker in high school.
Oh, gee, yeah.
You're a real smoker.
But like one day, I was just like, "Oh, I'm not going to smoke anymore," and I just stopped smoking. So
Greg says I don't have an addictive personality. That's why I can pick it up and put it down so easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can give up stuff pretty easy.
Yeah, except for food. I can't give up food.
Food. See, I'm on the proverbial wagon right now because I'm trying to slow that down a little bit.
Well, at a certain age, dude, that shit hits you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well,
stick to beer. Whatever.
Oh man, I would, but
Food supplement.
well, you guys have met me. I'm not I'm just naturally a thin, styled bodied person.
A svelte figure.
But yeah, I have a track star physique is what I like to call it.
Perfect. Long distance runner.
But dude, like if I have more than like 2 beers, I get like the tire. I get skinny fat. Like it's all down in my hips. And the next thing
makes me really full. Like I used to love beer, and then the pandemic happened, and we were drinking so much that I quit drinking beer. I was like, I can't do it. And thank goodness that's when hard sparkling came out, and so I had an alternative. Otherwise, I probably would have been totally screwed. Yeah.
I mean, I think the hard seltzer market exploded off a certain demographic, which is like women concerned about calories, and then dudes like me who are concerned about being skinny fat.
Skinny fat.
Because it doesn't come in here or here or here. You know, it just collects right here, and the next thing you know,
if you have to have it between your boobs and your belly, don't you really want it in your belly and not man boobs?
Well, I wish I could get it on my chest because I had chest surgery. Well, like I don't know if you've ever seen somebody who's pigeon chested.
I have a friend that.
What's that?
Well, mine's
like concave?
Dent in their chest.
So like my sternum grew in like 2 inches deeper. It's kind of hard to see on camera here. I had surgery when I was 15 to correct it, but it's still.
Did you eat cereal out of it?
I did. I did one time, yeah. And
that's weird.
I could set a beer can in it too if I was laying on the couch.
Yep.
Boys are weird. Boys are really weird.
Try all that shit.
But when I was 15, they actually went in with like a laser and they score all your cartilage and ribs, and they just take a hammer to it and bust them all up, and then put.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh yeah, it was fucking awesome.
They put a bar inside you.
Yep.
Like the titanium rod.
Yeah, it's actually the titanium. I took
out.
part of the rod, and because I got it out a couple years later, but I took part of it and made my wedding ring out of it years later.
That's cool.
Wow, I've never even heard of this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Steven Crowder or something. Like
there's actually a lot of people that have it. I looked it up one day, or like it just came. How did it happen? Oh, well, Google to the rescue, right? I was trying to find the doctor that did the surgery way back when. And I guess because I was Googling it, because the guy was, it's called pectus excavatum. And luckily when I was growing up, the Greenville hospital had one of the 3 doctors in the world that specialize in that. And it was like 40 minutes away from where I grew up. So, but yeah, then all of a sudden I started getting Google celebrities that have pectus excavatum. And there's some on there. It's like, yeah, maybe. Or the guy's just got a big fucking chest.
I was going to say that, Those are the people that have that aren't necessarily going to be like, or maybe they do. Are they going to be going shirtless?
I don't know.
Like Chris Hemsworth or something? He probably didn't have
There's
that.
a couple guys on there that's like, yeah, like, okay, they might like technically have it, but it's not really like,
okay.
You know, but yeah, so yeah, I wish I could get my chest out a little bit more. But yeah, so instead of having it on the hips and then, you know, like all of a sudden I'm brushing my teeth in the morning and my body's moving around a little bit more than I like it to.
Jiggling.
You use an electric toothbrush.
Get back into the MMA gym, buddy.
Yeah, I need to. I haven't been in a while just because of the move and then the kids' schedule. It's hard.
Where? What'd you say?
MMA gym.
MMA gym. I haven't been since we moved, actually, but so it's been a while. I want to.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
But it's on the. We moved further away from it, so it's like probably about close to 30 minutes round trip to get out there, and then also with the
so
oldest.
You're looking at like 2 hours versus just an hour.
Yeah,
and 20.
well then also like I've got, because of my kids' school schedule, like I have to pick them up in the afternoons at like 3:30, and then Stacy doesn't get off work until 5:30, and the class starts at 5. So then like, do I take him with? I thought about taking him with me. But then it's kind of a distraction, but also the music they play there is not really appropriate.
Just say earmuffs, whatever.
Just stick earbuds in their ear
It's not
and
allowed
give
to
them an
repeat
iPad.
anything.
So we'll see. I'll get back there probably this spring.
Dude, it's the TikTok generation anyway. He's going to find some weird shit.
Oh, we already listened to it. I'm just...
So...
But yeah, so...
You trying to do anything you can to filter it?
a little bit. He already knows most of the words. You know, I've said it on the show before. I got a phone call one time that he told a kid to shut the fuck up on the playground one time.
I mean, he wasn't messing around.
Was he right? Did he use it in the right context?
I was actually
it's all about context.
I was with everybody from the Drinking Bros at that time in Nashville when I got the call, and they're like, "Is everything okay?" I was like, "Yeah, my kid just like told another kid to shut the fuck up on the playground," and of course, like immediately, like Dan and Brittany was like, "Kid probably need to shut the fuck up." I was like,
That's
"Yeah,
what I'm saying.
probably," but I gotta be on dad
in
mode. I gotta be on dad mode when I get home now.
I agree with that though. As long as I'm all about like a kid like slams their finger in the door or something, like they're like, son of a bitch. You used it in the right context.
Yeah, I don't think that's how parenting goes, though.
But why not? Maybe we need to shift it over to that.
Yeah, because then that's the point where they're in church. I think I've told you that story before. My youngest nephew was little, and my brother kept saying, like, shit. My mom was like, one day he's going to say, oh, shit, in the most inappropriate place, and you're going to be so... And sure enough, in the middle of church.
Yeah.
During the sermon, he dropped something. He's like, shit.
A great little clip to listen to is the Tom Segura story, where he was growing up, and he went to Catholic school or something like that.
That says everything.
Right. And nobody told him that there was a kid with Tourette's in the class, and they were in like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard
in
that
church or something like that. He's like... What's happening?
Yeah.
Right? The kid's just dropping F-bombs and stuff, but I'm like, that's
and nobody's correcting it. They're just all ignoring him. He's like, what the actual
that's
hell?
the funniest shit ever. That would be
the real funny one is they've got the guy, like Rogan's got the dude who will like animate like the clips for him, and there's one with Tom Segura and or it's Bert Kreischer on Rogan telling the story about Tom Segura's kids, and one of them comes up and he's like, "Oh, hey, do you want a glass of water?"
Oh shit!
And he's like, "Oh yeah, sure, buddy." And Tom comes around the corner, like, "Don't fucking drink that." He's like, told the kids like, "Did you get that from?" He's like, "Did you get that from the toilet?" The kid's like, "No." He's like, "Are you sure?"
Oh, the kid got toilet water.
Yeah, I was trying to give it to Bert Kreischer, and then all of a sudden, like
I love
Tom,
that kid.
Are different.
So then Tom comes back and he's like, "He got it from the toilet. Don't drink it." And yeah, like Bert's just like, "Did you get that water from the toilet?" The kid's just like, "I did."
Maybe.
And walked away.
Maybe.
And the animation of it is fucking hilarious. Go find it. Like it is hilarious.
Worth a watch.
Yeah. And the fact that, I don't know, not to like, again, you can go on and on about other podcasters, but
yeah, exactly. They're funny.
Tom Segura's kids calling him Tom is the funniest thing ever.
So I had never seen him.
Our neighbors' girls call them
only when they get mad at him.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if I had
or they
a
want them
kid
to pay
and they
attention
called
to
me
him and they're not.
Greg, like I don't even like hearing like other people call me. You know what I mean? Like, like my mom.
What do you like them to call you?
Well, no, like when my mom would be like Greg. You know what I mean? But like if my kid called me that,
I'd ignore him. You can't answer to it because now you're just giving them. Oh, look, it worked.
They're like Travis.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah, my oldest will do it. I think only to see like how annoyed it can get me. But I already know like he hates the.
You know the game.
He absolutely hates the "Hi, hungry, I'm dad" joke. So he'll be like,
I do that sometimes to Greg, and he just looks at me and shakes his head.
He'll be like,
I'm like, "What? We're old enough. I
he'll
can
be
do
like,
that."
"Hey, Bill," and I'm like, "Are we gonna go here? Or are we gonna go? Like, I will destroy you, kid."
You don't gotta go rounds with me.
Like, I've got a whole bag of fucking dad jokes right here to run you up the wall for the rest of your life. Call me Bill one more time.
Jessica did say, Greg, that's what my brother told my daughter, and now she thinks it's okay to cuss about everything as long as it's in the right context.
As long as it's in the right context, I'm all for it. They're not, but then again, they're not my kids, so don't listen to fucking me, man.
Right. Well, there's
Right,
a reason
yeah.
why we don't have kids.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll establish that, and then all of a sudden, like, our bedroom door is gonna be locked, and it's gonna be knocked. It's like, are you guys fucking?
Right?
It's the right context.
Pep spits out her drink.
Bill.
Oh my lord.
Hey, Bill, you
Bill.
guys fucking?
Fucking mom.
Bill, are you fucking Stacy?
Oh shit.
Yeah. No, go away.
God.
Oh, well, anyways, we got off to a hot start. If you haven't
Yeah,
recognized the voices or the people on screen, I'm joined by the Nooner Nation's favorite dink couple. We got Beth and Greg. What's going
Thank you
on,
for
guys?
having us.
Thanks for
Appreciate
having
it.
us.
Guy
Yeah.
and lady.
Absolutely.
Sorry. What's
Been
up?
a
Okay, I'm a
Since we've
guy.
been on.
I'm
Guy?
in with the guys.
Yeah, I think like I've met some people that get really upset when they're lumped, or ladies when they get lumped in as guys. But I mean, at this
I'm
point, I
not one
think
of
it's
them.
kind of like a common, what do they call that? Vernacular for
It's
a
Yeah.
group of
it's
people.
non-binary. Guys is non-binary now.
Is it?
I don't know.
don't
Just
think
making
so.
that shit up.
That's not bad.
Well, they make it all up anyways, so why not?
I know. True.
Yeah.
So,
I'm a helicopter.
True.
Whatever.
so yeah, they are the hosts of The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg, as well as the new Castro Files.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's a fun one.
yeah. How many episodes of The Bar is Open are you guys on now?
We are on 274 as of last night on The Bar is Open.
Yeah.
It's really
Phew.
fun.
So
Wow.
275 comes out tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Got it.
Yep. So Wednesdays and Fridays is when we go on live. Absolutely. And then we push them out to all the places where just like you
Like you
normally,
did. Like
yep.
you said. Yep.
Yep.
all the normal places. And then Castro Files, we've been switching up a little bit. So we were doing kind of a longer show where we would do
A story
stories
each. Yeah.
And then now we decided to break them up, and that way I'll do a story, and then Beth will do a story, and those are coming out on Sundays and Tuesdays.
Yeah. They're like
Something
20 minutes
flippy.
each now, so they're like perfect drive length.
Yeah. I've been
Yeah.
thinking about trying to find some shorter form alternative content to do. One of my thoughts is like a quick one where I get a panel of people on, and it's going to be called Food for Thought, but THOT.
Oh, Jesus.
And we pull up an Instagram thoughts account and then try to figure out
Do you know
what.
what that means, honey? That hottie over there.
Oh, you tell me that every time, and it just doesn't stick.
So, like, Beth, you've been on Instagram. Like, the Instagram models that literally, like, the only thing that's actually modeling about them is they just look good in a thong bikini on Instagram.
Or their cleavage. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like,
And
just.
then half of that shit's like Photoshop.
Oh yeah,
and
it's
shit.
it's
You know what I mean?
photoshopped and stuff. But hey, if that's what you
I don't
got
care.
and make
I mean,
money off of it, go
It
for it.
gets the
But
job done, right?
yeah,
For
so like
both parties. For both
like
parties.
get a
most
panel
sometimes.
of people on for like a 15-minute breakdown of like a random thoughts Instagram account, and then try to guess what her favorite food is.
That's actually a really good one.
That is
Or
good.
like what her hobbies are too, right? You can do
But of
anything.
course,
go
just
down
like-
a rabbit
Or
hole of shit.
her
with that.
religion. What do you think her religion is?
We don't talk religion.
No, we don't talk.
nowadays
Well,
now.
I talk religion because I'm not scared.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's got
We
a
could talk
daughter on her
religion. We
forehead
can
and
also
something.
wonder how many abortions they've had and if they're vaccinated
Anything
or not.
goes, really, if you think about it, right? Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, dude, you can do that at like lunchtime,
Yeah.
right? Just schedule it like a 15-minute Zoom session. It's kind of like a lunch break.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that would be fun, actually.
and then
Just get everybody in, just like a quick Zoom
Yep.
meeting.
And then a couple weeks ago, I get in these really weird, occasionally like these really weird creative spin outs, like on just random thoughts. And I thought about trying to put together like maybe monthly, because it'd be like a lot of editing and stuff, but like a scripted, like 15-minute news show, but it's like all fake and hilarious.
Just make
Yeah.
shit up.
Oh yeah, like I wrote it all down in like one, like almost like a sketch show, but in the news. Like one thing is like, is the moon gay? And like have like
Perfect, man.
have like experts on there, and like somebody from NASA was like, well, not to speak out of school, but I've never seen the moon with a woman.
Yeah,
But then-
once a month would be what you need because it seems like it would take a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
work.
and then have like recurring characters. Like I was gonna have the traffic person
Just
be
a sketch. Yeah.
almost like. Do you remember? Have you guys seen the Wayne's World movies?
Yeah. Yep.
The guy who runs the donut shop, who's like this kind of like weird, like maybe has murdered somebody, like dark, like that'd be the traffic person, just like kind of like weird, like
We could use Jake for
has
that,
this person
basically.
murdered somebody? I was thinking Jake or like Charlie would be really good. Just somebody you can
Yeah.
get like really in a really dark space and just be like, huh, like
They're,
there's
like,
like
hiding in a
like
closet,
add to
killing
traffic. It's like they're in their car on their phone, have like blood on their fingernails or something. Like, wait, what? Traffic?
Lord.
Traffic's good. Traffic's good. And then the weather girl would
Mostly peaceful traffic right now, and it's just like a fire behind them.
yeah. And then the weather person would be like, and now to weather, and I just cut to like a blow up doll in front of like a shitty map.
I've got one in the other room, dude.
And
We
then
can just do that.
and just like have the camera hold it on there for like an awkward amount of time, like 30 seconds with no sound. And then just cut it back to me, and I'd just be like acting like this person just said the funniest thing on the planet. So I wrote
You
like
gotta try, man. You
I
gotta
like
shoot
spun
your
out
shot,
one day and
right?
just wrote like 3 episodes of this thing. But I was like, it's gonna be
Yeah.
funny, but it'd be a lot of editing. But it'd be funny if I can pull it off. So I might try doing that this summer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Absolutely,
That'll
the
be
summer
fun.
project. I love this. I love your new background, dude. Your set looks awesome
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah,
Yeah, since
I,
you've been on last, you've done a lot, man, with that moving and doing all that stuff.
Yeah,
too,
I
so
want
it's
to.
awesome.
I want to get some, do some graffiti or something, add to it, and then maybe do like a wide. I'm not real sure yet, but it looks good for now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great. Your
I
new
got
setup
super
is
fancy LEDs behind there, you know,
awesome.
like
See
real,
them just flash in different
yeah,
colors.
real
I need to get on
Hollywood
that game.
stuff.
Yeah, his are fancier than ours.
We used to have nice ones.
Oh,
And then
wait.
they broke.
Can ours cycle through like his do?
No,
Oh,
we're
oh.
not that fancy.
We have the ghetto
I
version.
haven't figured out how to use this.
Mine were like $20 on
12,000.
Amazon, yeah, and I've got all these buttons, but
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
like
pretty
half
sure you
of
have
them
the
don't
same
work.
one. You
I
just
think
know
the
how to
same.
work it, and Greg doesn't.
No, like I literally just like push the start button like a million times and cuss at it, and then it turns on, and then I don't fuck with it after that.
Maybe if I hit play, it'll do something. I
That's
don't know.
funny.
Maybe I can turn the
break some shit.
brightness up a little bit.
Pretty
I don't
good,
know.
actually.
Looks great, dude. Nonetheless,
They're supposed to beat to music and shit. I don't know.
Oh hell, those are fancy.
I don't know. They're $20 on Amazon,
oops,
so
oops.
there's
Exactly.
probably like a Chinese listening device in there.
right? Absolutely.
They're like
I
this.
mean, your kids are already on TikTok, so that's already happening.
I'm
so
on TikTok. I finally got on TikTok. Now I can't get off the fucking thing.
it can be fun. It can be like a fucking rabbit hole. Like Greg and I have this conversation all the time. He's like, you need to be on social media more. And I'm like, here's what happens when I go on social media. I go to look at one person's post, and 2 hours later,
Yeah.
I'm like following some chick making eggs in a bikini. No, I can't do
That's
social
actually
media.
not a bad way. I'd like to go down that rabbit hole.
I go through so many rabbit holes. The next thing I know, it's like I was abducted by
My
aliens,
shit
but
ends
it's
up like
TikTok videos.
watching, and I end up with like sweaty palms watching some dude hang off a fucking crane from
Yugoslavia.
100 feet
I will
off the
say
ground.
the Chinese have the algorithm down perfectly because mine's all like ultra satisfying people like doing yard work. You know, like hard edging
The
shit.
edging,
Yeah,
I
and
was
like
gonna
doing the
say,
hedges
I've seen-
perfect. Pool cleaning videos.
Okay.
where they go through the vacuum
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, and
and
clean
it
like,
gets rid
oh,
of
this
the
pool's super
grossness.
dirty, and the next thing you know,
Yeah.
it's
Wait,
really
do you
clean.
have a pool?
I've
No,
got,
it's just
Oh.
like do it. It's like just cleaning videos.
I've got my
basically.
stock tank pool. you
Oh,
know?
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still waiting to get one.
Yeah, they're on back order.
Yeah, well, everything's on fucking back order.
Yeah, thanks a lot,
Everything.
Putin.
We have a tractor supply right down the street. There's plenty of shit. I'll just get one of those
See,
little tubs.
here's the thing, though. I got mine from Tractor Supply, like right at the beginning of the pandemic, and it was like $350 for an 8-foot one. When we were selling our house, we had a bunch of people want like, oh, is that going to stay? Is that going to stay? I went to go look at replacing it,
Price.
and I don't know if it's because of supply or like now like stock tank pools are kind of like a trendy thing.
Huge.
They were
Yeah.
It was $800 for a new one.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
That's what.
Have you ever Pinterest stock tank pools, and you will see some of the most amazing
He's the one that
creations.
got me on the kick of doing one.
Yeah.
I know, but have you ever like they have decks
Oh
and
yeah,
like
he built a little deck around his.
it's amazing. I'm
Yeah.
like, why can't we have
Same.
that?
So-
yeah,
Just
but now
saying.
the one we looked at was really big. We looked at the big one,
That's what he has.
and it was like $1,000 now.
I know.
Yeah,
Poor man's
they
pool
went
is
way
perfect
up.
though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty dope.
Love
'Cause it's like 2 foot deep. So, like, if you sit down in it, it's like chest level. Like, Greg, you might be up
Chilling.
to your chin, you know?
Yeah, it's probably.
I could
just-
probably just float in it. That's all I
Greg,
care
well,
about.
do is
I was
just
about
put
to
some-
say, Greg might need floaties. I mean, it's like, Might be a little too deep for him.
I sink actually.
Greg needs floaties regardless of depth because he can't float.
No,
Yeah, he's dense, very dense guy.
He's super dense.
absolutely.
Let's get look at him. He's like 2% body fat.
Seriously.
It's like a white
sucks.
it's like a white DK Metcalf sitting over there.
It's fine. I'm good with that.
That dude's a monster.
Yeah.
Jessica, I would say it is dad talk, but I also have the other half of my algorithm is just like back to the thoughts, just hot chicks doing shit in thong bikinis.
That's kind of how mine is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Like
hey.
even on Instagram, it's kind of the same. Because I'm not looking at like stupid. I mean, I'm looking at stupid shit. No matter what, it's always stupid shit on anything.
The other thing is I love food porn. So I always end up getting Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, rabbit holes
food.
with food. And then I
Cake.
just want to eat all of it. But
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
never
get
going to
into
make it
food
because
a
it's
whole
way
lot.
outside my expertise.
Yeah, I enjoy food. Actually, I did get in when I got a Blackstone like griddle. Have you seen those?
Mm-hmm.
So I got one of those and
the
started
flat
like
top?
started looking
like
into
what we
stuff on
have?
that.
No.
Oh,
And then so I started getting a bunch of like hibachi stuff on my feed for a while. But other than that, speaking of like you're talking about food porn, that's another thing that came up in the live chats today is that a bunch of the Nooners think I should start a podcast where I review vintage porn.
See, the challenge with that, like if you're gonna go like vintage porn, are we talking like 70s?
I'm assuming it would have
Burger?
to it would have to be something within the video age.
Or is
Yeah,
it
well,
like
couldn't it be
pre
digital?
that, where it's like porn used to be like they were still clothed, and I'm talking like 1920s, and they're still like that was the sexy.
that's still like porn on Showtime, where they
They
don't
can't
show
really
parts.
show that shit, right?
They don't show
how do you
parts.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. So it's going to be another kind of like panel thing where you get some
Oh,
people
okay.
and you all start the same video at the same time off screen, you know?
And then you share the link later
Yeah.
or something.
Well, it'd be like that'd be a pre-recorded one, right? So you tell everybody like, "Oh, start now." Like, here's the link.
It really is a great idea because it's, I could
Because
see
deep
that.
down, everybody loves porn, but at the
You
same
can't do that on my
time,
lunch hour
porn
though,
is
because I
ridiculous.
need 30 minutes after the show, after watching the porn, to like
You're not gonna want to
handle
You're
shit.
not gonna want to handle shit after watching like 70s porn.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Compared to
sex
what
is-
you can just pull up on.
Sex is sex. I mean, unless you're dead, sex should get you hot no matter what.
Nah.
Well,
That's not too much
even if
porn.
we did like modern porn, if it's like a Zoom with 6 people watching the same thing and essentially just talking shit about how, because I mean, porn is awesome. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but
Some
if you
porn
get
is
enough, if you get
awesome.
people talking shit about it, it'll really highlight how ridiculous a lot of porn is.
Mm-hmm. It's
You
all
know?
ridiculous.
I can't pay
really.
my rent this month. What can I do instead?
Oh no, it's all like, help me, stepbrother. I'm stuck in this dollhouse or some shit.
I'm stuck in the
With my ass hanging out.
washer machine. What the
Yeah.
fuck? No, that is a great idea though. I mean, because anything where you're critiquing something like that, and especially porn, because it's so easy, right?
Oh yeah, and it's constant. There is no end.
It's evergreen
content,
material.
yeah.
Absolutely, it's one of those things that just never
I
gets
just
old.
need to tell you, when you say evergreen, you sound 70.
But that's a terminology, honey.
Yeah, it's still 70 years old.
It
70
never
year old.
goes out of style. How
There you
about that?
go.
Is that
because it's
more
kind of
modern?
like a history podcast, but watching people
Yeah.
fuck.
It's the
Dude.
history of fucking.
You could do the you could do the history of technology improvements because of porn.
Yeah,
Also, because
Blu-ray.
That's not nearly as much fun.
Blu-ray, you've got everything, camera equipment, like
Yeah.
different things, VR goggles stuff.
Sarah
all that.
asked, she goes, Beth, do you think Anna Nicole Smith got Randy for that 90-year-old bag of bones she buried? Yes, because all she saw was dollar signs. She didn't see a person. She saw a bag of money.
What? She loved Jay Howard. Come on.
She did.
I think
She did love him.
She really. it
She
meant a
loved
lot.
his money, every cent of it.
Well, I
Ugh,
mean,
gosh, she had to love that money a
That
lot.
dude had like liver spots everywhere. He was literally 90 years old. though.
He's popping Viagra.
No, he wasn't.
He had to have
Dude,
been.
he couldn't straighten his finger out with a Viagra.
Maybe
like,
he had a good heart.
He was
and his-
that old.
well, I mean, even I think like Hugh Hefner weren't they giving him like injections?
Into his dong.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It ain't
Just
worth it
watch
at that, point. At a
point.
certain point. it's
Yeah,
just not
exactly.
worth
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Just
Yeah.
watch at that point.
Yeah, that's exactly like because I mean,
Yeah.
if you can't get it to work to the point where they're injecting shit into it, can
That's-
you even
I'm just-
feel what's happening at that point?
I'm just over it.
I hope not, because injections in your winky would have to hurt, I would think.
They're not that bad.
Hey,
Wait a
DJ
minute.
said, though, if you do that show, it has to have a plumber in it. I think, though, that plumber or a pool cleaner.
Or like, yeah, try to find. That'd be hard. That'd be hard, but it'd be hilarious to find like somebody in whatever trade they're like
Actually
doing.
have them on the show.
A blue collar trade of
I
some
could
sort.
find, dude,
Like order
I
a
tell you.
pizza. Order a pizza. Like, hey man, I'll give you another $20 if you come down in the basement and watch porn with me.
So no.
Yeah,
Okay, you doing that because yours is in the basement. It'd be the same thing as me. You want to come upstairs and watch some porn with me, bro? I'll give you $20. But we're gonna be on camera doing it.
Oh, you've got to definitely say that part, because otherwise you'd be like, no, weirdo, what do
No.
you want to do to me up
No,
there?
even the camera though. You know. Like, hey, I got the camera's set up, ready to go. You look like a cool guy. You want to go watch some porn real quick? And
Could you imagine? Like, if that
Talk
was you,
about
what
what
would
we
be
see.
going through your head?
Yeah, just what, dude? I don't know. I'd be like, well, maybe not.
I got other pizzas to deliver.
like, yeah, do you though? Like, come on. Just watch the porn movie real quick, man.
Just
It'll be
come
freaking
on,
fun.
give me
5
20 minutes. Guy's going to be like, it only takes you 20 minutes?
I mean, what kind of porn do you bring up with that dude?
The
Do you ask
pizza
him what he's
delivery porn.
into, or the delivery person? Do you ask them what they're into?
No, it's
Let
just
them-
you got
their
you pull
choice.
up pizza delivery porn and be like, is this how it actually happens?
Oh, I got you. I follow. Yeah, so you ask him about plumber porn,
Yeah. You know.
or you ask him about electrician porn, or
Pool guy porn.
pool guy porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That one's probably very popular.
What if they're a stepson of somebody, and they're a pool guy?
You watch a little
Pool
of
guy's
both.
stepson porn. You could go down a
It's
rabbit
there.
hole,
I
dude.
guarantee you there's a video of a stepson cleaning a pool somewhere. What is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Rule number 34, if you can think it, there's a porn of it.
right?
But oddly enough, like I thought about this the other day with the step stuff is I actually knew a girl that was dating wasn't necessarily her stepbrother. It was her mom's fiance's son. So
I mean, that's
soon
her
to be
stepbrother.
stepbrother.
It's a stepbrother.
Yeah.
We were talking about this on the podcast last night. There's a new show called
Oh, yeah.
MILFs.
MILF Mansion or something like that. MILF
MILF
Manor.
Manor.
Milf Manor.
right? And I'm trying to figure that out. And
It's the moms and their grown sons.
Is that what it is? I figured
Yeah.
when they're like the guys and like everybody goes, "Oh God," I was like, "It's their kids."
it's
They
their
brought
kids.
their kids
It's
on
their
there, and the
sons-
kids,
They're
their
trying to hook
kids
them
are going
up
to be
with-
fucking everybody else, and the moms
Right.
are going to get pissed.
Right.
No, the mom's going to be fucking everybody else's
It's gonna be
kids.
fucking everybody
Mom's
else's
not going to
sons.
be
There's
pissed.
gonna be all sorts of drama.
She could be like, you have Junior, I'll take Johnny. Let's go.
Well, that's
Peace out.
that's my question. Who is going to cause more drama? Like, is one of
Moms.
the dudes
The
going to
mom.
get mad that one of the other guys fucked his mom, or is the mom going to get mad that some
I
other
don't
chick is
know.
banging
I
her
don't think
son?
either. I think the drama is going to be the
No.
women getting mad at having the son pick somebody that wasn't them. Like, I have a kid and Margot wants him, but he goes for Debbie, and Margot's all pissed off and threatening Debbie
I
because
don't know
everybody
the
knows
answer
you
to
love
it,
a cat fight.
But I did think about this. Switch the participants. Make it dads and their daughters, and then see how fucked up that show gets.
Yeah,
Because
that gets creepy.
that's just murder across the board.
Why is it not okay?
I don't know, but I think dads are just
Gender
like
equivalent-
of their daughters. Like,
Yeah, dads are a little bit more like my dad,
Protective.
shotgun.
yeah.
I don't think he'd be taking me mansion going,
Right.
go check out. Go see which
I
one you
thought
like the
about that
most.
today because I was thinking about that. I was like, that is such a fucked up concept, right?
Well, I
Moms
mean,
and boys,
yeah.
they have a special,
Well, I think it's just
special
like
relationship.
the societal kind of norm, right? Where older single ladies can be promiscuous,
Mm-hmm.
right? And younger men can be promiscuous, even in their parents' eyes, like whatever. But for some reason, young ladies and their dads,
Because dads want their daughters to be wholesome. They never want to believe. Like my dad probably still thinks I'm a virgin.
No, well, maybe. We've never had a kid, but that doesn't mean shit.
Yeah,
right? I
no,
guess.
he wants in his mind. It was somebody said my ex-wife's cousins married her stepbrother. They lived together every other weekend throughout their childhood, and then got married at like 25. So they grew up as kids together, spending every other weekend together, and then fell in love.
if you know somebody, you know somebody, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they had
You
similar hobbies.
You
Shit.
can't help who you fall in love with. Lord
Yep.
knows
Unless
I
it's your
would have.
cousin.
What?
Said
Unless it's your cousin. Well, obviously that's
'Cause we did a story about cousins last night too.
Yep, I
I'm like,
listened to
goddamn.
that one, and oddly enough, my best friend, it's one of those situations in North Carolina for one, but like I grew up in a town where if you wanted to date somebody, you had to go like look back through your family tree.
Oh Lord.
For most people, like
Yeah.
there was maybe like a dozen last names that somehow all had a connection to each other.
Yeah, there's
So,
a town
My best
near me that's like
yeah,
that.
my best friend's parents found out after they were married that they were like fifth cousins or something.
That's fine.
Okay, so that's basically.
Oh, it's
yeah.
perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine.
That's like my cousin 5 times removed, or however you say
Yeah,
it.
but he
Still.
when he drinks too much, he'll get kind of a lazy eye. And I'm like, that's because your mom fucked her cousin, bro.
That's
He gets the
mean.
the drunk Bell's palsy hits him.
Actually, no, I say it the other way around. It's because your dad fucked his cousin because his mom's a super sweet lady, and I can't say that about her.
Can't do that.
Yeah. No, it's funny. There's a town that I grew up near, it's Seabrook. You know, it's Seabrook, New Hampshire.
Yes.
And it was literally like that growing up when I was a kid. It's a small community where I grew up. And it was literally like the Eatons and the Browns. And there was like literally like the same thing, like
7
5
families.
or 7 families. And they all just
Nope. Some of them dated out of town.
barely. But like, I'm talking out of town is like 2
One
miles
city
down
over.
the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bridge.
Yeah,
just had
over
to cross the bridge?
Yeah, they had to cross the bridge. But yeah, that's, I don't know, man. They'd all get in fights, the Felches. There were some weird
Wait,
names.
they
New
get in
Hampshire, man.
burping fights?
Fights. They just get in fist fights.
What's belches?
Felches?
Oh.
That was that's a person's last name.
Oh.
Felch.
Trying to figure out how
Isn't that another thing? Felching?
felching.
It's like
Probably.
scissoring.
I think that's a thing.
Felching? I don't know. If it is, we can make it up. What do you think?
Would you like
felching
me to
means?
look it up?
No, isn't that Google
should
it?
I
Google
Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary?
Urban
it?
Dictionary.
Felching.
Urban Dictionary is responsible for the most flagged episode I've ever done on YouTube.
Really?
The Philly sidecar, yeah.
I don't even. One time, Greg had me look up docking, and I've never been the
Oh.
same since.
Well, docking
I mean,
is
we all know what that is. but
docking or
she'd never
space
heard
docking.
that term.
Because there's two different ones. You have docking, and then you have space docking.
What's space
I have
docking?
no
I
idea. I've
think,
heard that
right?
one.
Is it?
No, well, docking is what you do with your foreskin of
yeah,
your.
yeah.
Two
So-
peepees.
Yeah.
So space docking is where
Do I
it
want to
involves
know?
at least one lady, and the other partner lines their anus up with the vagina and then inserts a stool into it.
Ew! Oh my lord! Now I'm even worse. I'm. Ugh. That's so.
Can't take that back.
No,
Can't get that
and that's
back.
so bad for your vagina. The vagina health just went down.
Yeah.
Felching. How would you spell that?
Felching.
Oh. F-E-L. I did F. I did F-L. F-E-L.
Ching.
But we had an episode recently with Charlie and Jake, and Charlie was telling us about her time in the medical field, and a person got syphilis, I believe, an STD in their colostomy hole.
What?
Wait, what?
No.
Yeah.
Somebody was no.
A male had a colostomy hole and was receiving money from other males to allow them to fuck his colostomy hole, and ended up getting
Whoa.
like syphilis
Come
or
on, bro.
Well, he deserved
I think it
that.
was
Yeah, he
syphilis.
deserves all the syphilis. He deserves all of it. Because
He
there's a
does.
certain point.
And who the
You're
fuck?
like-
Who the fuck's paying to do that too? you know?
Weirdos.
Yeah.
Fucking, they're
Damn
worse.
it,
Are
this
they
whiskey's
worse
so
than
good, It's
him?
almost gone. Yeah, they're way worse than him.
Right.
They're fucking a shitbag.
They're fucking the hole.
It's
In the-
it's upstream. It's upstream anal. We determined
It
this.
is.
Yeah, it's upstream
Good
anal.
God.
I can
So,
never
but we've-
recover from this show.
We've spent enough time talking about that on the
Real
show.
quick,
so-
no,
Okay,
we
so
need-
felching is
felching?
disgusting.
What
of
is
course it is.
It's the act of sucking semen from any human orifices, example, anus, vagina. It can be done with drinking straw when semen is deep inside the rectum.
Okay.
Felching.
Eh,
Yeah.
I've heard worse. It's kind-
Horatio enjoyed
just
his
said
anal
something
intercourse
worse.
session with Bertie so much that he decided to felch his own semen from Bertie's anus. Oh my lord!
well, isn't that also known as shrimping?
Not looking it up.
She's done
Yeah, I'm
with she's
done
done
with
with the
Urban
internet for the night.
Dictionary.
That's enough internet for today.
Wow.
You could
I mean,
never
who-
make it on my porn review show, Beth.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I've seen some weird porn. That
Everybody's
is worse
seen
than
weird
weird porn.
Everybody, yeah. It's like,
Everybody's
that's what I'm
seen where-
saying about yeah, dude, just let your kids swear. It doesn't matter.
Post nut
point-
clarity is a real thing, and they can be a bitch sometimes.
I don't know what that is. I don't know.
Post nut clear, like when you've cleared out your pipes.
Oh,
like you go down that rabbit hole and you're like, this is the one. I'm settling on this one. And then you finish and then you go, oh my God, I just watched that.
Oh yeah.
I feel so dirty.
Yeah.
And then you just want to throw your phone into a burning, like a fire.
You're like,
Well, at least you
Okay.
hit like,
I
you
mean,
at least clear cache, right? You at least clear your browser.
I always
Oh,
clear
yeah.
my browser, regardless if it's disgusting or not. But I've never seen anything that makes me embarrassed.
I'm not to say embarrassed. I've never gone to anything like overly
I'm hot
insane,
all of a sudden.
but
I'm
I've
like,
definitely
maybe it's the whiskey or the
you
conversation.
know,
but
the wife and kids are out of town for the weekend. Next thing you know, you start playing Xbox, then you get on Pornhub. 2 hours later, you're nutting into a tube sock going, Jesus Christ, where did this road take me? How did I jerk off to this?
why a tube sock if no one's home?
I'm not going to comb my own stomach. I'm not an animal.
I mean, they do it in all the books I read.
See? Like, you know, like we're talking about post-nut clarity. You're talking about dudes jerking off on their own stomachs in a romantic
Yeah,
novel.
it's too much of a mess.
Get over yourself.
It's not when you're just trying to be
And
efficient.
by the way, if you're working like a 2-hour Pornhub rabbit hole, there's a good chance it's going past your stomach.
yeah,
right in the
it'll get
face.
stuck right in that chest hole of yours.
Yeah, it might be, or maybe like. I mean,
Lord.
I've worked some
He
up
gets
that
an
go
eye
a long
infection
way.
all of a sudden. His wife is like, "What did you do?" I don't
I'm
know.
eating
It
cereal.
definitely didn't shoot
Yeah.
myself in the eye with
She
cum.
comes
That's
home.
for
She's
sure.
like, "Are you really high?" Or so I was like, "No, I just nutted in my eye." You know. I get
Sorry.
it now. I get it
Anybody
now.
got any Visine?
Yeah.
We're good.
Oh, this
Cheers.
conversation is gone.
I know.
It's funny. It's going exactly how it's supposed to go.
It
That's
is.
how-
You know, and speaking of nutting in your own eye,
Ah,
great
there we go.
sponsor for that one, repcps.com. So, they're a sponsor. I'm wearing a hat right now. But
nice.
have you ever been to a party and wanted to say something to the cute chick that's washing down 50 milligram edibles with 3 blowjob shots? Say it with your hat. Like, show me that butthole. Or kiss me where I pee. So, see, I got them pulled up right now. Look at all these cool
Nice.
hats.
Nice.
Show me that butthole.
I want one of those. I want one of those so I
wanna
can wear
show
it
me
out that
my-
says "Show me your butthole."
Yeah.
All right, we'll get you one.
And I only cry when you masturbate. Good one.
That's a good. Yeah, I like that one.
Eating ass. Feels
I
good
like
to
how
be
some
horny.
of them are actually pink.
Yeah, those for the ladies.
I know.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
They got to have lady stuff, right? Gear
What
for-
do the
for
ladies stuff say?
The lady stuff? Let's see.
Well, no, it's just in.
I can't see
that's
that.
kind of reddish. But
No, I thought it
nonetheless.
was pink. It looked.
Oh,
pink
yeah.
up there.
You're talking about this one here?
Yeah,
It says only cry when you masturbate.
that would be perfect for a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do women cry a lot when they masturbate?
No, when you masturbate, not when I masturbate.
Oh. You cry when I masturbate?
I mean, sometimes it's a little tearful.
You've been on my OnlyFans. Nice.
He's crying too.
He's
It's
crying
okay.
too.
I do
I
cry a
don't
lot.
need this money. I really don't want to have to make
Awkward,
this money.
emotional damage.
So, one of my favorites, free hugs and butt plugs.
That's awesome.
Yeah, squirter. So, yeah, go to repcps.com, use the promo code Nooners, get 10% off. I've had the owner on the show before, really cool guy.
I watched that one. That was cool.
Really good friends with our boy Matt Seahapes.
Nice.
That's how I got hooked up with him. And
Nice.
through him now, in a couple weeks, I've got a really cool guest lined up who's kind of a social media star. I was actually really surprised he hit me back, but I'm going to have him on in a couple weeks. He's excited for it. So, again,
Great,
Rep CPS, great guy running a great company. You know,
How
go
much
get
is the discount for it?
10%.
10%. Nice, dude. Yeah.
So,
Save a few bucks on some cool hats. Oh,
yeah. And I think those ones we just showed you are like from the sales page and like $15. So,
Yeah,
Oh, so there
but
you
you
go,
can't
yeah.
wear them to work meetings. I can't wear them on a dirty
No.
hair day.
well, I mean, the one I'm wearing says skinny dips and bong rips. I mean,
Yeah, I can't wear that one to work.
well,
Why not? Well, you technically
Skinny
could.
dips and bong rips.
Turn
My
it
boss
around
will be like, "Is there something we should know?"
On the back, it's got like a bong on it. That'd be awesome.
I know where you work. You get drug tested. You're fine.
I
Test me.
double dog dare you.
Dare you?
You have to fall downstairs to
Yeah.
Get drug tested.
No,
Oh, really? They don't
thank
they don't random drug test where you're at?
Nah,
Nope.
not
The
for the
times
most
have
part.
changed.
Yeah.
Damn it!
I think mostly because now it's legal in so many states
Yeah,
to smoke
Colorado,
marijuana.
dude. Like, what are you gonna do? Right? As long as
You
you're
just
not
can't be
stoned.
high at work.
Yeah. High or drunk.
You can have it in your system. You just can't be high.
I've been in a lot of meetings over the past 2 years where you kind of wonder about some people. You're like,
I was in one yesterday that I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
exactly.
Keep your mouth shut, Castro.
People work at home a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I've been on plenty of Zoom meetings that should have been emails that I wish I was fucked up for.
Mm-hmm.
That's 90% of them, dude.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll just tell you that first glass of whiskey is kicked in
Yeah.
without food, so I
So
feel
you
good.
feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So you're ready to
Feeling
get back into space docking.
That's
and,
what I was just gonna say. Yes. Let's go down that
Yeah.
road.
Well, so
No.
you're an enthusiast of romance novels.
Yes.
Has there ever been
Absolutely she is.
one like where something happens in it where you're like, oh, well, that's a bit beyond kinky?
Yes. Just
Like-
one book.
Unexpected.
Just one book.
Tell us about it.
So you're gonna laugh, but it was a stepbrother, stepdad thing.
Oh wait, what?
Oh,
Yeah. They were double teaming her, and
expecting that.
he
Double cheating somebody else.
the stepdaughter and stepsister. And he was basically verbally and physically abusive.
Wait a minute. Go back.
Okay,
we'll
so
get to
a
that.
mom and a daughter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She married a dad and a son.
Oh, and that dad's son hooked up with the stepdaughter.
Yes.
Yeesh.
And
At the
the
same
son was
time.
really
Eiffel
nice
Tower.
and sweet. The dad freaked me out. Like I almost didn't finish the book, and I was like, just you're 50%, because I have a rule. Once I'm past 35% of a book, whether
Finish.
regardless of anything, I have to
Commitment.
finish it. I was 50% when it started to get weird, and I was like, you just got to finish it.
You
But it
fought
was
through that.
I did, because he was really, really verbally and physically abusive when it came to sex. It ended
He was
well.
a masochist.
Well, but like,
He was a sadist.
isn't that 50 Shades?
Nope, he wasn't a sadist. He was just a dominant.
Oh,
She's all into all that shit, dude. He's behind that fucking
Unicorn.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's our boy.
So wait, so you
Or her
said
boy.
the stepdad and the stepbrother
Stepdad and his son
Were-
banged.
were tag teamed the stepsister?
So it started off kind of as a romantic thing between
Yeah,
the
that's
son
how it
and
went.
daughter, and the dad kind of came in when she was about to lose her virginity and basically, I wouldn't say raped her because she was game for it, but he was really rough with her.
Forceful?
Yeah, very forceful and aggressive.
Well, shit.
was
have
we-
you
it was
seen,
weird.
Have you seen the first episode of Euphoria? It gets pretty fucking gross.
I don't
But
think I've seen that.
Wait, I know that's on
HBO. It's with
Yeah,
all the,
no.
It's all the high school kids doing coke and fucking each other, like something that.
Oh.
If that's
I
how
haven't seen
high
that one
school is, then I'm not sure if I'm excited for my kid to go or
You
I'm
want your
terrified
kids to
for
go
my
to
kid to go.
Apogee, like
You're like,
the
they're gonna
Tim
homeschool
Kennedy
it.
School
They're
or
gonna
something.
homeschool it.
Yeah.
Oh, but the very first episode, like spoilers, sorry, it was like 4 years ago. But like the high school quarterback's dad meets up with this teenage trans kid in a
Lord.
hotel room and like just butt fucks this trans
Jesus
girl.
Christ. That's how you intro the show?
That is kind of, I mean, she wasn't a trans, but he was very aggressive for somebody who's never had sex before. And I kind of was like, I don't know if I could do this. In the end, he got his comeuppance, so it worked out. But
Get killed.
no, he didn't get killed.
Nobody
but
knows who this writer is.
I don't
The
even
fucked
remember.
up
Like,
part is it's got to be in somebody's mind to write that.
Was this on DJ Davies' Substack? Love you, DJ.
but most of my books, I find like the rough part kind of cool.
The rough stuff? I mean,
He's in the bedroom.
yeah.
but
A
like-
little light choking, maybe a little slap.
See, I can't do the choking thing, man. That
Yes, you
scares me.
can.
No,
Yes, you
no,
can.
I can't. I'm
No,
I'm gonna put her out. Dude, I'm too
You've
strong.
Well,
told me
you don't have
nicely
to like.
before.
You don't have to go full Mexican
He
floor
doesn't have to go
wrestling
like
on
full
her.
guard.
I
He
know.
just has to like. You've done it before and you did it well.
I totally got something in my eyes.
You're just blushing now because I
No, I got something in my eyes.
oh look, he's crying. I do.
Come in his
there's-
eyes.
There's certain stuff I do like, which is kind of weird. I didn't get into romance novels until the pandemic happened. So like a lot of shit changed for me when the pandemic happened. I stopped drinking beer. I watched 50 Shades of Grey. That made me start reading romance novels.
Oh, 50 Shades was your sexual awakening.
Seriously, dude.
50-something sexual awakening.
That was Greg's
She
happy
was like,
place.
oh,
Well, I don't know if you listen to Dr. Drew's podcast, Dr. Drew
I
After
don't.
Dark.
mm-mm.
Fucking-
Oh, is it good?
It's really good. He's actually like really funny and cool person.
Dude, I
I like
followed
him.
him for years and years
Yeah,
and years.
I like
back
him.
from-
Well, so like his wife, I guess, because he's on the YMH network, like with
Your mom's house.
house and Two Bears. He does it on there, and he had his wife on, and apparently her saying his anal starts at 50 because that was what she wanted for her 50th birthday.
Wait, say that again.
Anal starts at 50.
She says anal starts at 50 because that's what she wanted for her 50th birthday while they're on vacation in Italy, and now she's like into it. So
here's the thing:
if you're
anything
rich,
and everything goes when you're on vacation.
yeah.
Because you could come back and be like, no, that was vacation, wife.
It's kind of like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Like, that's vacation wife. This is real wife.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. But don't go stretching that beehole out too early.
Oh, Lord.
Because then, you know what I mean?
There's no such thing as stretching your beehole out. It all bounces back.
Jamming a baseball bat.
I mean, let's think about it. People in porn,
because you still have the rest of your life. If you use up all of those
that's not true, because people fist in porn all the time in both holes, and the vagina comes out just fine for the next porn.
You're watching.
I don't watch fisting because that's aggressive.
So Dr. Drew says, for most women, and even if it's regularly, and it's the woman, as long as it's not as big around as your okay circle, is not going to do anything permanently.
Oh, we're good.
Wait, is it tip to tip or is it like
go tip to tip? Yeah, let's see how big that thing is.
And
you're good.
YouTube's gonna flag us for whatever this is, white nationalists or whatever. What?
Oh, no, really? Are we?
It's you don't put the connotation to it, but you're good.
But yeah, as long as it's not bigger than the circle.
So really, the midgets are the ones that have the problem.
Okay.
People, they're like
tiny little hands. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like midgets, they get compensation somewhere because most of them have very deep voices.
Very wide hips. I mean, they still have the hips.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know.
So, like,
I don't know the answers to
that's got to be fair somewhere.
Is a midget's asshole the same size as a normal person's asshole?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Do they have all the same
The
size?
only thing different in arms and legs and maybe waist.
Can we get a midget on your show some point? I have some questions.
If you ever meet one, doesn't, run away in terror.
Who were we talking about the other day that talked about Pete?
Okay.
Was talking to us about the midget throwing.
Yeah, so our buddy who's helping us out with the Castro podcast or Castro Files podcast. He actually accidentally stumbled upon a bar that was having a midget throwing. He happens to be
He said he was very young. He was very young. It was very crowded. So him and his buddy were like, let's check it out. It must be good.
He's about like 6'5", 250 plus, right? He's just a big giant dude, right? And a midget came up to him and tapped him. He's like, "Hey, you gonna throw anybody?" And
have you thrown anyone tonight? And he was like, "I have no idea." He's like, "Let me buy you some drinks." And the guy ended up buying.
The little person bought him drinks all night long. It's a midget.
You don't have to call him a little person.
Well, we're gonna use both terms. The midget little person bought him drinks, and he goes, "I literally got to throw this fucking guy like 10 times because there was practice throws, and then on top of that, we were trying to bowl with these little people." Right. And you're like, what the fuck? Right? So
it was great.
I think there's some people that are down for it. And then, we can go out to those websites. We can probably order somebody to come.
So first
I'm not ordering a person.
A couple things. Space Cowboy says midgets have huge dicks.
I told you, God's kind.
Are they though? Or is it just comparative to like their height?
He's not talking about height. He's probably talking about
inches. Up the knees, I'm giant.
No, but if you have an 8-inch dick, you have an 8-inch dick.
I don't know.
That's true.
Oh, I got to stop drinking whiskey.
But also, and American Rustic Works, Matt brings up a good point. Timmy D should know because he got in a fight with a midget stripper one time years ago.
We need that story.
I think it's on the episode 3 of Nooner Nation. He comes on and talks about it.
I don't remember that one. All right.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. He gets in like a shoving match with a midget stripper.
Wait, how do you get into a shoving match with a midget stripper? Because aren't you really bending down at that point?
You're still sitting in your chair.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't get it.
You haven't gotten up. You had to actually kneel down.
And also,
here's the thing,
midget,
it would have been a point for the midget if he bent down because it would have thrown his whole center off.
Center gravity off.
Yeah. So, and then also the midget throwing thing. Around Christmas time, Ross was trying to rent midgets.
Yeah.
And they had midget throwing, and it was expensive. It was like $10,000 to get like 3 midgets to throw for a couple hours.
Oh,
wow.
Fuck.
This was free at a bar.
Our fucking price range.
Well, maybe the bar paid for it.
Yeah, because
Probably. It might have been
Could be
sponsored too
bars.
by.
I don't know
also
how. Like,
20 years.
what's a bar have to pay to have like a UFC fight on? It's probably pretty expensive. You just make up for it in sales.
That's on TV.
Yeah. Well, no, but if
Not
you
in
have live
person.
midgets rolling around your place, that's pretty good.
I've done a lot. I've done a lot of
probably
weird
before
shit
the
in my
world
life.
was expensive.
I don't think I could throw a midget.
Oh, I totally could throw a midget.
No, Pete said he was really heavy first because he goes they're
Oh,
like
they're dense.
Very
dense.
dense.
They're dense. It's like a bulldog.
I think if I was strong
Your
enough, I
bones are
would
just-
totally throw a midget, or I'd at least put him on a what are those things they use to service cars underneath, like a flat
like
dolly?
a
a flat
creeper,
dolly.
Just like
a creeper
slide 'em
dolly.
down the road.
I would 100%. I would.
You're
Oh
just
well,
wheeling them
midget
down this
bowling's a different thing. You know, you put them on like a creeper, like one of those little scooters from
Like a skateboard
elementary
or something,
school, or a
basically. Yeah,
skateboard.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm not afraid to fling myself down where remember those water slides that you put in your backyard? What were they called?
Slip and
Slip and
slide.
slide.
Slip and slide. If I'm not afraid of a slip and slide, they shouldn't be afraid. Granted, I'm not going into bowling pins, but
I think.
I don't know.
By the way, I think I found our next Nooner house party event. Slip and slide.
I think that's a really good idea. I think we
think
need
so,
to
too.
start planning something like that again, and kind of like what we did last year during, around Super Bowl time.
Yeah.
We're coming up right on a year.
February.
Come up with something where we bring your show, our show together. We bring High and Angry out. We get Jake. We do a bunch of different folks out.
Yeah. By the way,
Three
shout out
different
to JJ. Was on the show last night. I know
Yeah.
I did a live watch along, but for people, obviously that's not going to be an audio show because that'd be terrible to listen to. But
Right.
but yeah.
But it was awesome to see. There was
It could be an audio show. Watch the show on Discovery.
yeah.
Same
maybe.
time
have
you
to
listen to
time
the
it
show.
up.
So
You
yeah,
have
it
to,
could
hit
be an
play
audio
it
show.
out, exactly.
I just want to know that Matthew Chap said 8-inch dicks aren't real. That shit's in porn. It's fake. I'm gonna. I mean,
Well,
is it
first off,
really?
where do you measure from? That's the age old question is where do you measure your dick from?
Base to tip, bitch. Base to tip.
But where's the base? Are you talking base up top, base down at the bottom?
Definitely
That's the
way
tip.
underneath.
So
like,
you know what a tip
near
is,
your-
right? The
like,
tip is usually the
where
very
your
tip
taint
top
starts.
I know what the
and,
tip is.
and right above the balls, like literally where the penis meets
So
the balls.
underside.
That's
You're going
the base.
underside.
Go
Underside
with the
down
veiny
to
side,
underside
yes.
down to the scrotum.
See, I don't
No.
think that
Underside up to the tip.
No. I'm talking about
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Scrotum up.
like
You're going base this way.
like
but
if
it's-
you're standing up and this is your dick and this is your body, right? Are you measuring from the body here, or are you going underneath to the balls?
but not including the balls.
Not including
Yeah,
balls,
well,
but to the
obviously, 'cause
balls.
Those are balls.
Yeah, above the balls to the tip.
Okay, so you're going the
perfect. I can-
undercarriage.
Because your balls aren't going in somebody's vagina.
No, well, thank you
Wait,
for
they don't?
sharing that.
I thought that was all
Yeah,
part
no.
of it.
Well, then why would you measure them? Why would you include them?
You wouldn't. I was fucking making a joke. Jesus.
I thought you were still a virgin unless you put your balls in too.
No, your balls fit in the butthole.
Yeah, obviously.
It's
That's
like
what I'm talking about. Is that what
One-
everybody
that's why
does?
God
They don't
put,
fit,
That's
they
why God
smack.
put the vagina right next
They
to the
smack.
beehole. Come on.
I don't
You
know. On a,
smack the
on a
beehole.
s- yeah, smack them. Yeah. Bess had too much whiskey.
Way too
Jesus
much whiskey.
Christ. It all hit. The
I
pot
know.
pies downstairs in the
The
Hey,
pot
everyone.
pie. What kind of pot pie you guys rocking? Like
beef.
beef pot pie, frozen Swan's Man stuff?
Oh yeah.
No, Marie Callender's. We're a
Oh,
step
Marie-
above
whatever.
Swanson.
Whatever.
No, not Swanson. A Swan's Man. Do you guys have
Oh.
Swan's Man trucks out there?
We do have Swan's
we?
trucks, but we don't
Is
order
that the
off
ice
them.
cream company or whatever? Or used to be? I don't know.
It's ice cream and meats.
I have no idea.
They have a
And
really
seafood.
awesome turkey pot pie.
Better
Just
than
saying.
Marie Callender's?
It's that time of year, man. Pot pie
I don't know.
season is upon us.
I don't know. I have kids. All I eat is like fucking dino
Boom said
nuggets,
Pubic bone is base.
Did you hear him?
No, what?
All he eats is like dino nuggets and fucking
mac and
like,
cheese,
Fucking kids.
pizza. I eat pizza twice a week.
I
She
would
would
be
do
very
that.
happy with eating pizza twice a week.
you'd be a good mom just because of the food categories that you get to eat.
I
No,
love
but
mac
then,
and
like,
cheese.
The problem is I like cooking. So like I'll make something like super nice and like creative. And like, ugh, can I just have like chicken noodle soup?
No, that's just for you and your wife, not for the kids.
Oh,
you
we've
still
learned
make
now.
like spaghetti for them.
I've
took a
learned
while.
now.
You're like, you should have this veal parmesan. It's gonna be delicious. And then the kids are like, ooh, you killed a baby cow.
Nobody should eat veal,
Fuck that. Eat it all.
but once like every 10 years, like I do.
Oh,
It's fucking
hypocrite.
delicious, but yeah. No.
Is there like a veal equivalent for pigs?
I don't think so.
Like
I
one
think
of those,
Great question, actually.
I've
One of those
shot
little
little
piglets?
pigs at the ranch. I've shot big pigs at the ranch. No, they all taste the same. Well, no, little ones taste better than the big ones. I'll tell
Because
you
they're
that.
tender.
Yeah.
They're not all
They
muscle.
don't get all tough.
But I don't think they do that in a farming environment.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's wrong.
Mm.
Veal's wrong. It's fucking delicious, but it's wrong.
It's not really that.
what
And
about
I'm not even a part of PETA, but I love that.
what's the other one? Foie gras?
Faux gras.
What's
foie gras?
That's goat. That's duck,
No,
right?
it's
duck liver.
It's duck liver.
I don't like that.
And they're
It's
like
so
they said
gross.
like
Love-
force
it's-
feed ducks.
Delicious.
Greg loves it. I hate it. It's super like
It's like
greasy.
pate, man. Pate. It's so good.
super greasy and wild.
Well, duck's
So good.
greasy to begin with. Like I've had
Yes.
like French fries, but they're fried in duck fat, like
There's a
pan
place-
fried in duck fat. Fucking
I've never
awesome.
had that.
New Hampshire. We had it at that brewer. You weren't there.
I
It was when
wasn't
my
there.
mom was sick. I was up there, and I went to this brewery, and they put chunks of foie gras on top
Nope,
of French
wouldn't like
fries.
it. You lost me.
They had fried the fries in duck fat, and then on top of that,
Ooh.
they put cheese curd. It was like the
Davey has a
best
great
thing ever.
idea.
What's that?
We go to Nashville for our next get together.
Be cool.
That'd be cool. There's probably
Yeah.
some pretty dope Airbnbs in Nashville.
Yeah, and I've never been to Nashville.
I've never been to
That'd
Nashville,
be awesome.
and I will share an Airbnb with the right people.
Well, of course. Like I don't.
Bill, I'd share an Airbnb with you because you pass out at some point. But
What are you saying? Jessica never passed out in your Airbnb?
yeah, well, and I'd share an Airbnb with Jessica and
His wife can come too. So that's good.
Stacy,
We'll
and
make sure
then
that she's there. Who else?
Insomnia. I'm blanking on her name right now.
Oh, Holly D.
Holly D.
Yeah, it was a good time. There's a bunch of people there. Megan, that
And
was
then
a
I'm
fun
going to
time. We
order
need another house party.
$300 of Wendy's food. Not $100, but $300.
Well, it would have been
Wendy's food.
$300, but you forgot the fries. It was all
No,
just
no.
like,
We had 6 order of fucking fries.
was it fries? You forgot something. There was something that was like, oh, it's just like fries and I think chicken
I
nuggets
forgot
maybe.
nothing. I got
So a little
6
background
burgers
on
and
that.
6
If
fries.
you guys don't know the story on that, when we met last year for the Super Bowl party, on the way home, Beth ordered
You idiots let me order
$100
food.
worth of Wendy's because it was the only fucking thing that was open or something like that they could deliver.
I didn't know it was a
or
meal package. I thought I had to order everything
literally
separately.
$100. And how many people were there? Like 5
4.
of us.
No, 4 of us.
4 of us.
It was, yeah, the two, us 3 and then Jessica.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, we had leftovers.
Hey, listen, I'd rather have more than less.
I know.
Oh yeah, I was eating. I think I was like eating. I walked.
The next morning.
Yeah, the
You're
next
like,
morning I
"Oh."
walked because like my Airbnb was like a half a mile away, and I left my truck at your house.
Yes.
So yeah, like I walked and I was like, I woke up that morning like, I'm gonna need a walk. That's like, yeah, I walked there. I was like, oh, there's still Wendy's left. So I was like, Beth's like, ew, it's cold. I was like, I don't care.
It's food.
It's
There's
food.
stacks
At
of
least it was cold, which meant it was still good.
Yeah.
So
It was good.
The grease may be hardened at that point, but it's still grease.
It's all right. Fuck it,
Davey
yeah.
said we had a fucking rocking good time. We did. Davey was there.
Yeah, Davey. We had
Davey
quite
was
a few
there.
different
Davey,
people
by the way, dude,
Davey
love
was
you. You are
there.
a madman.
Jake was
Yeah.
there.
It was fun.
Davey's friend, the other
Robbie.
Robbie was
Robbie,
Yeah, that was
there.
the first time we met Robbie.
Charlie was there.
So if you guys, if we
We had a
planned
good
it out,
time.
I think that's a good idea, Davey. We just have to make plans and plan
Thank
it in
you,
advance.
American
That way we
Rustic
can
Works,
make
for
it
being
an
on my side.
actual.
Yeah, maybe this
goddamn
fall or
event.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Make it an
Maybe we should do
event.
summer so we can like go to
late
a pool
summer
or
something
something.
like that.
Early summer,
Pool.
late spring.
Yeah, we'll have
Pool-
to check.
Pool. We need pool weather. Let's find an
Yeah.
Airbnb
Yeah.
with a pool.
Yeah.
Another
Nothing
family
cold,
I
Union.
also
reunion.
don't want like fucking tornadoes ripping through. So we'll figure it out. We'll get together. We'll talk with all the other podcast
Oh yeah,
crews.
Jessica was right. My truck was still at the bar because the
Oh, that's
the,
right.
the Uber driver just like, do you guys have masks? We're like, no, and he didn't even say like, oh, like I'll wait while you get some. He just drove off.
Well, he was kind of a dick, and I was like, dude, is it better if we get out? He was like, yes. I was like, peace out.
Yeah, so we ended up driving my truck down there and left it because the next
We
morning
weren't drunk yet. That's the,
Yeah,
the
no,
whole
we
key.
were not.
We were planning
Well,
on getting drunk. We were
hold
being
on, hold on,
proactive with
Beth.
the Uber.
me and you, we were not drunk.
Amen.
Stop
there you
it.
go. Good call,
Greg
sir.
was drunk.
So was Jessica.
And
Yeah,
I got
that's
shut
cool.
up at 6:00 in the afternoon, evening.
It was all
whatever.
You
Cool.
got cut off
I
before the
sobered up.
game.
You guys got hammered, and then I sobered up and I got drunk again.
Well,
Yes.
I didn't get drunk until
As
the
it
end of
should
the
be.
game because I had to
That's how
keep an
the
eye on
shows-
idiot.
That's how those parties should go, though.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, really, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how they should go. Like, we should have fun. We got up and recorded an episode. We fucked it all up because of the audio, but whatever. But we'll figure it out next time. We'll do another one. But yeah, absolutely. I think it would be great to get a bunch of people out there, like make it a, an event actually.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool.
Yeah. I think we know I know some people that know some people in Nashville as well that maybe we can get something going on. So yeah, definitely something we can work on that. But yeah, so guys, as always, my wife always asks me, like, what are you guys going to talk about? It's like, I literally, I make notes, and typically we get about 3 lines in. Yep. And then it spirals into people pooping in other people's buttholes. And,
no, vaginas, not buttholes.
That's the best part of this in our conversations. I thank you so much for having us on. It's awesome.
I know.
We had fun. I had a good time.
Every time I release one of these episodes, like the next day or maybe the day after, my aunt typically texts me just, Jesus Christ, Bill.
But the thing is, you're not on your own. There's other people just like
she keeps listening. Love you, Amy.
Right? But, so, you know what?
I mean, I guess I should be glad my family's not listening.
My Aunt Amy and Pat both.
Hi, Amy and Pat.
Yeah. And actually, my Uncle Pat, who is probably one of my biggest fans, love him to death, was in Austin. I got him turned on to Drinking Bros and was in Austin back in early December and went to the new studio and texted me and said, oh, yeah, I met one of the guys. I shook his hand, and the first thing he says to me, or I told him, like, oh, hey, like, do you know Bill Schofield? I'm his uncle. And he says, you just shook the man's hand that he wishes he could be. And I was like, was that Ross? He's like, it was Ross. I was like, yeah, he would say something fucking like that.
Sounds like Ross.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. Like Ross. So cheers to that. But yeah, absolutely. I think it's awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you again for having us on.
Yes, thank you. This was fun.
Check us out real quick. I'm gonna do one more plug real quick. Check us out on The Bar is Open. We do it Wednesdays and Fridays.
9 p.m. Central
Time. You can find all the audio wherever you find all that shit. But check us out on the YouTube and then check out the Castro Files.
If you like weird and strange, like we like weird and strange, they're fun.
She did a serial killer one.
I did a serial killer one from World War II, which was really really
It's like he was worse. He was a worse killer than Jack the Ripper. So
yep. And also, before we hop off here, the last thing, I've said it before, title sponsor for the year because it's my company and I pay for all this shit, so I might as well. But Minor League Studios, screen printing, custom apparel. I'm also doing kind of the thing, and this is, Greg, while you're on here, like almost a brainchild of ours, just what started this Minor League Studios idea. And then I was doing something with screen printing on the other side. I didn't want to run like 4 websites at once. So I was like, bring it all in. Sure. But we do like hosting for small podcasts, small creators, because, you guys have merch on the website. Go check that stuff out. Some sweet stuff. I've got a note. You've got some more designs to come on there. So hopefully this weekend I can get those thrown on there.
Appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely.
And then, JJ got some high and angry stuff on there. Just kind of around like, a creative co-op for all these small time, like the minor league studios, right? Minor league podcasts. We do this for fun, but if somebody wants a dope shirt, like go on there, support the people you listen to, right? Because we all do this. It's not like we do it for money, but it does cost money.
We'd love to do it for money.
We'd love to do it for money, but it's a hobby right now.
But we also have to have our day jobs too. Right. So that's exactly it. And when we were talking, this is almost a year ago when we started talking about this shit. It really, that is the idea. It was coming up with a place, a space for other, creators.
Yeah.
One central hub, Minor League Studios, a hub for everybody else. And I'm glad that you've taken it to the next level and actually you print, like people can go to you to print, you can go to you to put content out there. There's really, at this point, there's no cost for anybody, to do that. It's kind of just a hosting place. But, as it grows and stuff like that, I mean, it's one of those things that could be an amazing place for other content creators, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you're really into this shit and you're like us, we were 370 other, total podcasts created. That's a lot of fucking commitment.
Oh, you're talking about before we got
all of our
professional,
like all of our content.
We've been
doing
it for a while.
We've been doing it for years. We're coming up on 3 years of podcasting. It's the perfect place, right? Minor League Studios. I post it in my links in all of our shows. It's posted out there. So if you ever have questions, reach out to Bill or I.
Yeah. And that was kind of thing too. Like, I know, especially like us, have put more money into our setups than is actually required for a podcast.
100%.
If you even
Amen.
think about like, hey, I have an idea for a podcast, I don't even know where to start. Just reach out to one of us. It is
we'll walk you through it.
As people that have gone through all the shit. Like if you've listened to the show, you know, like at least once a month there's some kind of fucking problem.
Oh no, at least once a week.
Yeah, there's always
once a month.
not once
openly behind the scenes every episode before the
Once a
camera
week.
starts rolling.
Oh, hey, okay.
It's tripping over wires and motherfucking everything in the studio.
Unplugging shit accidentally before
yeah.
you figure out why it won't
Yep.
turn on. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, if you ever have questions about that,
Reach out. Yeah.
reach out. And you can either
sure.
And if you really want to, like the easiest place to do that is go to just at Minor League Studios on Instagram. Whatever questions you have, I can answer it, or I can find people. I know at this point I have direct contact with a lot of people in a lot of industries. So, and I can point you, if I don't have the answer, I can point you in the direction of somebody that might. So,
Right.
yeah,
And that's the idea.
Yep.
Create a cool up for it. Right.
So, yep. Yep.
Cheers.
So go check
Bill,
that out.
thank you for having us. We love you. We love our friends in the chat.
Yeah.
This is
It's
a
been
great
awesome
night.
chat.
Oh, yeah.
you.
Love you guys
sure.
too. And thanks for this. You guys are going to be 3 days in a row.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
already exhausted.
And then we're gonna record some more on Saturday.
It's gonna be 4 days in a row.
And then your OnlyFans link is.
Whiskey
we don't-
Kitty.
we don't
No,
have
I'm
the- we
kidding.
don't
I
have
mean,
the
I really
only-
do have one, but we haven't built it yet. But
Oh, nice.
we'll get there.
I'm just gonna put my feet out on it.
You should.
I'm just gonna put dirty
Just give me
stories on it.
kneecaps.
I'm gonna
You
read
could.
dirty stories on it. I'm gonna
Okay.
read the sexy parts of my books in a sexy voice in lingerie.
There you
One
go.
day.
There you go. Hey.
One day.
Well, hey guys.
Sexy cat.
Again, like and subscribe everywhere, and thank you.